Episode 4. Here we go.
And his last bow. Or bow? Which one is it?
You'll never know.
Because they're both, that's how you say both words, right?
Yeah.
That word can be pronounced.
Holmes looked down at the thick, rolling fog outside our window. I wonder exactly how many mysteries are out there, hidden within this bed of fog, he said. Indeed, a most bizarre incident, born of a curious advertisement. A hellhound's mad gallop through the shadows of a serial murder. An executed man's graveyard resurrection in the dead of night. And a commonplace killing in a small, forgotten room at the edge of town. There is, naturally, always another side to every case, of which most remain ignorant. And it is that other side which compels me to the scene of the crime, Wilson. So quickly now, take your hat and let's be on our way, my dear fellow. For our adventure is not over yet. Come, the game is afoot.
No, it is a hand.
No, it is a thigh.
No, it is a bun.
You're right, it is a bun.
I thought you left cool name. Take a bow, wearing a bow, using a bow. Okay. Either way, if you're heading out, cool name, have a good night. 8 days after that earth-shattering trial and Kazuma regained his memory, we were in the foyer of one of London's most luxurious hotels, the Great Waterloo Hotel. Does that ring any bells?
That's where they first stayed for one night, and they spent half their stipend.
But in terms of reference, does that ring any bell?
No, is it a place in Sherlock Holmes novel?
No.
What am I supposed to? What's the reference?
In the original Ace Attorney trilogy, there was a hotel, the Gatewater Hotel.
The Gatewater Hotel and the Great Waterloo Hotel are like, it's a reference to that?
I'm pretty sure it's a reference to Gatewater Hotel.
That's where April May and...
Yeah, there was that case, and then also the last case in the second game that had Engard. Matt Engard.
Matt Engard.
That was all the Gatewater Hotel, too.
Oh.
And actually, it might have been in the third game somewhere. I don't know. It's a recurring setting in the Ace Attorney. And I'm pretty sure Great Waterloo Hotel is the Gatewater Hotel reference.
Oh, it's just fancy.
Well, yeah, it's a Great Waterloo. Professor Mikitoba is due to arrive at any moment. The song always reminds me of Professor Layton.
Yeah. Specifically, is it the Curious Mask? I know that the town is called Montidor. The Miracle Mask. That's
Miracle
what it
Mask?
is. Yeah. Like, this sounds like it's straight from Montidor from the Miracle Mask.
Maybe, I don't know. All that music bleeds together for me.
Yes, I'm so glad we got here in time. Miracle Mask is actually the only Layton game. No, actually, I beat Ace Attorney versus Phoenix Wright. Layton versus Phoenix Wright. Or
Oh, did you beat it? I know you played it.
Yeah, I played through all that one, yeah.
Okay.
I 100%ed it. Like, I perfected all the puzzles, got all the picarettes, yada yada. But I've only beaten that one and Miracle Mask. I haven't played through all the other ones. I just don't have it in me, I guess. Even Catriel, like, I got to the last case and I'm like...
I mean, but Catriel's the worst one.
Yeah, but, like, I stopped Catriel because I wanted to get all the coins for all the outfits and it was going to take me, like, 15 days.
Saying it's the worst one is just pretending that Layton Brothers doesn't exist then. So...
Yeah, I watched a Let's Play of Layton Brothers. It didn't seem bad. It wasn't a Layton game, but it didn't seem bad.
I think it's borderline offensive with its portrayal of borderline personality disorder or dissociative identity disorder.
Dissociative identity, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of offensive how it portrays it. So.
Yeah.
Sato-san hasn't been the same since what happened. Not that I'm surprised.
Truth about Kazuma-sama's father. I suppose my father knew.
That he was actually the mass murderer, the professor, you mean? I knew that's what she was thinking about. There's a good chance, I'd say. I mean, they did come here to London together 16 years ago, didn't they?
Yes, that's true.
Come to think of it, didn't you say that Professor Mikotoba knew about Kazuma going missing in Hong Kong as well?
That's right, but for some reason he wasn't at liberty to talk to me about it.
That probably means he knows then. About Kazuma showing up here in London with amnesia, and that he's regained his memory now. This is me, I'm pretty sure. Oh, there he is. Sure.
Ah, there she is.
I got it right, at least.
Oh, father!
Hello, Cesaro. How are you?
Fancy. Why is he wearing a suit?
Who?
Chinese outfit.
Who? Why is
The
he
dad.
wearing- Because they're in
When
Britain.
in London, I guess. They should have told that to us. I'm very well, thank you. We're delighted you arrived safe and sound.
Hello, Mr. Norrell. Very kind of you to take the trouble to meet us here.
Look at those handsome men. Oof.
Oh no, not at all. It's my pleasure.
We heard about your extraordinary exploits here in London, you know. The news has crossed the seas.
It has.
I always look forward to reading the monthly reports that arrive
I don't remember how it is his voice.
arrive with the steamships
Listen.
from Britain.
Now that I know how handsome he is, it's an appropriate voice to give him.
You don't think it is?
Man, he's like a model. Dang.
Oh, I see. Well, thank you very much. Who is this man, and why do I feel as though I've seen him before?
I take it from your expression that you can't quite place me. In that case, I'll muddle a reminder for sure. A firm tap should do it. Yes,
A firm tap? What?
here we go then. I hereby pronounce the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, guilty.
Ah. Oh! You're...
The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
He's so handsome. I
You're-
can't look at him.
Your Excellency. He's also really tall.
Hello, Judge Chikoku. How are you? It's been a long time.
Ha 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 ha.
Oh
Good.
man,
You've remembered me. That really did the trick.
Kone left at the worst time.
Guilty. Ha 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 ha.
Well, I was declared not guilty, wasn't I? And there was no laughing at the time.
So, London again after all this time. Hard to believe it's been 10 years. To be honest, I never thought I'd be back.
Neither did I. I'm just... Listen, I have all the worst voices for this game.
Oh, you've committed. You've committed to making these.
I committed to these
for
voices
characters.
before I knew I'd be doing them again, and I
Oh,
regret it all.
God. They're just so hot, and those bad.
I don't imagine the fail. Ever be invited to an international symposium with this.
It's viscerally upsetting. Oh my god. Oh,
Listen, I'm not enjoying it.
nobody is.
I guess that's fair. Hey, you must be enjoying it. You're fanning yourself.
Just because I can't. Oh man, this is so much. There's so much to process. You're doing great, though. You're doing great. This is not a reflection on you. It's just the voices you committed to giving the characters.
It's a reflection of my judgment at the time.
Yeah, no, it's not a reflection on your voice acting capabilities. You've been very consistent, and the voices are good voices. It's just the characters.
Really, I don't even do it, to be honest. It's also too, isn't it, as well?
The characters are so hot. And
What are you
people,
talking about, Eugene?
they sound like they're gargling mayonnaise sandwiches.
Well, now I have a new D&D idea involving
You're
mayonnaise sandwiches.
Making a mayonnaise genasi. You're already doing it.
Yeah, but I have an idea for a spell, a custom spell.
Tasha's hideous mayo sandwich.
Gargling. The spell component is a mayonnaise sandwich that I have to gargle.
For the spell, I'm gonna need mayo.
It's
bread.
okay, I'm made of mayo, so that part's easy. I just need the bread.
Well, it's just like Dave the Barbarian.
Just need a bread.
holding a megaphone.
Rub some on my, side of my chest.
Oh, God, yeah, you probably secrete mayonnaise. Ugh.
And everything except for my blood. My blood's ketchup.
Oh, that's a choice.
What are you talking about, Eugene? Ha 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 ha.
Of course, Judge Shigoku. He must complete the set. He's the other man, who 16 years ago came to London with Kazuma's father and Professor Mikotoba. He's the third visiting scholar.
Well, all those passport checks and luggage searches at the border took rather a lot of time. I must say, I'm very envious of your ministerial status. You don't have to go through any of that, did you?
You're gonna need like an entire box of napkins, tissue.
Shady responded to the D&D thing saying, that is so vile, I will PK that so fast. Good luck, it's really hard to kill Mayo.
Oh, I knew you were jealous. Ha 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 ha.
Sorry, ministerial status.
Yes, you know, the Sorceress, also Japan's Minister of Foreign Affairs.
Hard to do that with a straight face, too.
You're going to be voicing 95% of this case, or one of these characters is going to have to die, because I'm literally, I wouldn't want them to, but at this point, I don't know how long I can keep. I'm just going to have to put my hand over half of the just pretend
it's
they're the
just
boss from Pikmin 3.
Suddenly we face just a double murder of these characters, and you're just quietly yes.
Yeah, I'm just relieved, the amount of jouissance I will get from that moment. Just it's a bummer because I like the characters, but everybody liked that.
And then the first spirit channeling of the series is of them together in one body.
No!
With the personal assistance that allowed you to take a limited place on here in this study tour.
I do want it on record that when I did that voice, I was prepared to change it, and you were like, no, that's perfect.
Sure, the record's been set. We both have very poor judgment. We were young, we were dumb, we were different people. And we didn't know how hot these guys are.
The days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemons, you see.
Guilty is charged. Ha 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 ha.
I'm gonna have Outcry look at the VODs for this one.
Oh, well, thank you very much. It's really every bit as important as he looks. Outcry friended me on Discord today.
Yeah, did you accept?
No, I rejected it. Of course I rejected it. I was surprised.
Yeah, he said he was gonna send you a peaceful nude.
Oh. He can post them in the NSFW channel of the Discord.
Yeah, it'll be the first one.
Oh, yes. No, hold on. I received a telegram from Lord Strongheart yesterday.
Oh, you did?
It appears that some things came to light in the trial you were involved with 8 years ago. 8 days ago. Like you said, you
In the
understand
trial,
everyone.
you were 8 years ago.
That what happened 10 years ago. That tragedy.
I feel like you're like making the voice worse just to spite me.
I wish. It's really hard to even just maintain it at a consistency. And I'm really gonna have to learn to do it for a Mayo Genasi, because that's just gonna be his standard voice.
It's very consistent for somebody gargling a mayo sandwich. I will grant you that. Like, it sounds like you're gargling a mayo sandwich consistently.
Well, I'm not going to do that. It sounds painful. Yes, could you tell us any more about it? Could you talk more, please?
Can you please monologue for the next half hour? Can we go anywhere else, please? Just go to different buildings.
We're gonna examine stuff. We're gonna put it off by examining stuff.
Oh, please, thank you. Oh,
Sorry, Shady. Mayo is not flammable. Look at that. It's a picture of the Crystal Tower.
Well, the Great Exhibition is one of Britain's most prestigious achievements in the recent years. I wonder how tall it is. It really does represent the pinnacle of scientific achievement in so many ways.
There's a 20-meter tall chimney in the bathhouse near my lodgings at UMA University. The attendant there is always boasting that's the tallest object in the neighborhood.
I'm sure. Did you know that over the channel in Paris there was a tower that's 300 meters tall?
What? How many times taller than the other chimney at UMA's Soakin' Hot Springs is that? Soakin' Hot Springs.
listen, there's worse things for me to be upset about right now, so I'm gonna let it slide.
It's called Soakin'.
No!
And if it's that tall, how does it draw properly? The smoke would get stuck, surely.
I don't think it's that sort of tower, Mr. Naruto.
You're willing to find the melting point, Shady? Unfortunately, melting will not kill my Mayo Genasi. It'll only make the voice worse. Up here. Have you seen all those sparkling jewels up there? They must have gathered every gem in the world for that.
Aha! It's a chandelier, I believe.
I want to say that I really just love the page turning sound effect. I could
It's
just
really
like
good.
I could just like ASMR listen to that, and it's like soothing to me.
Yeah, you should isolate it and make a special video on YouTube.
I
for it.
isolate it and make it the stream starting sound effect on loop.
Yeah,
10 minutes, or not 10, yeah, 10 minutes. 10 minutes of that.
you can actually probably just directly access the sound files because it's a computer game.
No! I'm gonna do it in the most convoluted way possible.
Just
I'm gonna
take
put
a
my-
lot of us talking over it.
And I'm gonna play it out of my computer speakers, record it through my microphone.
Like, find a reverse sound wave pattern that specifically will remove our voice but keep everything else.
reverse the entire clip of it, and then reverse it back. Just because.
Just to give it a little twang, a little dirt, you know.
Sync
Make
it to Let It Go. then
Auto-tune it.
edit out all of Let It Go.
And then auto tune it to We Don't Talk About Bruno.
The end result, it just sounds like somebody gargling mayonnaise in a sandwich.
It's designed to provide elegant lighting in large, spacious rooms like this.
So they had to gather every gem in the world just to illuminate one room?
It's probably electric light bulbs that are actually throwing the light.
If I tried to hang something like that from the ceiling in the office, it would be scraping on the floor.
I think perhaps chandeliers aren't for you, Mr. Naruto. That desk is known as the hotel reception. Anyone wanting to spend the night has to report there to sign in for their stay.
Oh, so do you think that's the head clerk behind the desk there?
Yes, I'm sure it must be. How do you know about clerks, but not about reception desks?
Because they have clerks in Japan, but not desks. Also, I just want to say, as a player to DM request, someday I want a magic item that is basically Suzata's book.
Yeah,
It's just it's just a book that has everything.
Your previous character probably would have made out of the realm of possibility for them to have it. Also, that archaeologist, not the archaeologist, there was a professor who was good at everything, but secretly wasn't great at them or something like that. I remember you were talking about that.
Oh yeah, no, it was a character that I made that is proficient in every skill that doesn't involve strength or dex, every skill track, and actually not just proficient. A bunch of them have actually expertise, and he's like hundreds of years old, and sincerely, he's taught so many classes and taken so many classes and got so many degrees for so long, he doesn't know all of them, and he legitimately thinks every single subject he thinks he's taken, and nobody actually would know.
Yeah, I feel like that character could definitely own that book.
I mean, I feel like it defeat the purpose, because the entire purpose is you can't tell if he actually knows all this stuff.
Do you really think Susato, the book Susato has, is all 100% truth? Didn't she,
She hasn't said anything false yet.
Yeah, she did. There's, a whole thing where she was like, oh, taxes are the air taxes for how you can hold your breath. Something stupid like that.
First of all, that wasn't a canon case, or thing, that was a little escapade. But second, they didn't the air tax was made up. Was it? No, it was was that the thing they proposed in France? Either way, it wasn't an actual tax that ever went into play. Anyways, I love to stay in a grand hotel like this just for a little while, wouldn't you? Just to know what it's like.
The hotel fee was paid through our stipend. I'm afraid it might bankrupt our homeland.
True, London gives the word expensive a whole new meaning. It's kind of a yikes, though. It's more expensive than their country has.
Their GDP. I mean, I don't know if that's true, considering Jigoku and Yujin are staying at this hotel.
Yeah, but maybe it's covered by England.
Perhaps. Because they're foreign guests.
Yeah. Look at those cases just left there on that trolley. Aren't they worried about thieves? I know I am.
Haven't seen the porter over there? Don't worry. He's obviously keeping an eye on everything.
Ah, so it's a trap designed to catch any chancers who might be tempted.
Oh, I remember him.
Why did the porter give me such a scathing look just now, do you suppose?
Because you were thinking about it.
Well, somebody said you look a little suspicious with your jetpack clothes.
They're blue, Susato!
But I'm not even wearing them. It's everything clad in black. Not everyone clad in black is some sort of ninja with intent to steal, you know.
But yeah, we've seen the porter before. He
headed the, what?
He was a juror, right?
Yeah, in the third case, first game, he was head of the, committee or whatever for, coachman. Beppo is the one who worked under him.
Beppo.
We have to. We can't even move. We can't move.
Good luck.
We have to talk to them.
Yeah, if we present stuff, it's just gonna give them more.
So, how was the voyage here? Well, 50 days is a long time by anyone's standards.
But it wasn't as bad as when we first came 16 years ago.
Well, that's true. But I would truly wonder if we wouldn't be better in the vast ocean for the rest of our lives. This time, we followed the same route as you, so we're able to relax and enjoy the experience.
So you stopped in France's beautiful capital, Paris?
We did, yes. But only for one night.
That's the reason we left the port of Dunkirk for Dover. Just in time for the symposium, in fact. It starts tomorrow.
It's wonderful that you were invited to attend such an important international event. I'm very proud of you, Father.
Thanks to Cecilia. 15 years ago, the man in graceful button stripes on London.
Oh my
God,
God.
it's really hard to say some of these words like that.
Oh my God. If anybody,
Thank God there's
if
text on
anybody
it.
comes to watch this stream while you're speaking as one of these characters, they're instantly just gonna click away.
Not
They're gonna
just
be
that,
like-
they're gonna like delete their account, not come back to Twitch.
They're gonna report you.
They-
so your
they-
account gets
They
deleted.
might like just like delete the internet.
Yeah.
I might be right now somebody's supervillain origin.
Absolutely. I mean, you're probably mine. Let's be honest.
Shady said I'm a mod and I'm tempted.
Can you permaban Shad JV, please?
You can't, sadly. You can't ban the you can't ban mods or the streamer. I've seen people try.
I'm sure that's why I was invited. I suppose you could say I'm something of a pundit by default.
I feel like I'm Daffy Duck went through a blender.
Yeah. I mean, it's so bad. I'm not even gonna do my once a stream like call out to subscribe. It's not worth it.
You're just
Y'all,
like,
if
don't-
this is
don't
the first
subscribe.
episode- if this is the first episode you watch, like this is your warning. Just get out. Just watch some of the other content and then leave. Come back maybe like 3 episodes.
Hopefully.
Oh.
No, I just want some future game where like we just have 3 hours of interaction of Eugen Mikitoba and Wendy Oldbag
Oh gosh.
just exclusively.
The world would just end. And then just like in the corner, say Shiro and Ouchie are just arguing.
I mean, they'll just be like, yeah, we can't, we have nothing we can top this with.
That's bad.
Speak for yourself, Eugen. You were close friends with the professor of forensic science at a major hospital.
Yes, well, I'd rather not dredge all that up, really.
No, there's been a lot of water under the bridge since then, but it doesn't bring him back.
Suma's father, I suppose. Let's talk about him. The professor. The killer who took the lives of 5 members of the British aristocracy. I mean, they literally just were basically like, we don't want to talk about him.
Yeah, well,
And I'm
that's-
just like-
it's canon to Ryunosuke. Oh, you have trauma that you don't want to discuss? Let's talk about it.
Yeah,
Like-
they're basically like, we don't want to talk about Asogi. And it's just like, let's talk about Asogi.
Yeah, if there's ever a moment when they're like, oh, I really need to get this off my chest, Ryunosuke's gonna immediately just walk. Like, he's such a jerk.
He'll like
Ryunosuke is-
apparate into conversations.
Yeah, Ryunosuke is nice but not kind.
We'll talk about the Solgate. No. We'll not talk about
No!
The entire song.
Cancelled.
No cloud allowed in the sky.
You're trying to destroy
I'm sorry. I'm gonna get us DMCA. It's too good.
It's too accurate to the source material.
The professor, the killer who took the lives of 5 members of the British aristocracy, was actually Kazuma's father, wasn't he?
That's
You were a
correct.
little too excited about it.
Jensen Asogi.
Do you want me to tell you that reference for the name?
Genshin. You want the reference to the name?
Do you want me to tell you the reference to the name?
Do you know the reference to the name?
Yeah.
Okay.
You knew, I presume, Father.
Tell us.
Oh, okay. It didn't seem like you wanted me to tell it. It's clearly They hit MMORPG, hitting all platforms.
Which one?
RuneScape.
Oh, well, you're incorrect. His last name is essentially Truth, like Kazuma. Because it's the same last name.
I would hope. Oh.
And the character Jen can mean dark or unclear. That's it.
Very, very good.
Also,
for elucid. Oh,
also, interestingly, the truth part of his last name, Shin, or the truth of his last name is pronounced Shin. What is that? The last name? No, I don't know. Either way,
there's a character
Shin.
in their name.
That's pronounced Shin. That's a homophone of Gregory Edgeworth's Japanese given name, Shin.
Gregory Edgeworth being Miles Edgeworth's
Miles Edgeworth's dad, yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, I don't.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, who's Gregory? Is that his first name? And he just goes by his middle name?
Gregory Miles Edgeworth.
Call me Miles. Gregory's my father's name.
Gregory Miles Tails Edgeworth.
Per hour?
Prower.
Per hour.
I'm going to be very disappointed if Sonic 2 doesn't have everybody just call him Miles the entire film. And then at like and then in like the post-credit scene, they drop the name Tails.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways.
I already read this line.
Read it again.
You knew, father.
Yes, there's the correspondence line. Jensen came to Britain as a police detective. He was studying investigative techniques at Scotland Yard. I've never understood what drove the man to commit such heinous acts. There's a closed trial, so the public never knew the truth, and he was executed with little ado. To the slave, few people never know what happened, even the humble.
But what about Kazuma? Did he know? Did he know the truth about his father?
No, of course not. He was told his father passed from sickness. However, I suspect he may have health doubts.
Oh, why?
As you know, I tried to guide Kazuma growing up as if he were my own son. But one day, he came to my office at the university and said,
Do you want me to read it?
yeah, I'm not doing his place in this stuff.
I don't even know what you said.
Not doing his voice on this voice. I mean, you need subtitles to understand that.
Yeah. If you're speaking as either Jujin or Seishiro, you definitely need to subtitle, caption it at the bottom of the screen.
I thought Seishiro was understandable, but okay, I'm not listening to it.
Yeah, I mean, they're. I think just they one makes the other sound worse. You're right. I think Seishiro is definitely like understandable, but Jujin is definitely like unintelligible. Yeah, that said, oh, that's a bad time to cough on my own, choked on my own saliva. I've decided I want to travel to Great Britain and study there.
Actually, Shady, you cannot ban yourself. I've tried. You can't ban a mod, and you are a mod. In fact, I, as a streamer, cannot ban you because you're a mod.
Do you think? Is there a way that you can program your bot or one of the point system to like self-ban? Like, because you make the bot the person that does the banning?
I can make the bot do a ban with some sort of command or prompt, or Heck, I might be able to do it with a timer.
Yeah.
Just bans a random person on a timer, but like,
Oh, that's so funny.
I would do that. But yeah, but it wouldn't be able to ban a mod. So
Oh, it still wouldn't. The mod rule supersedes
mods
the bot.
cannot be banned. You can unmod them, but only the streamer can unmod.
Can you make the bot unmod?
No, only the streamer can. The bot is just a glorified mod. It's just a mod without a human behind it.
Yeah. Interesting. That said,
He wanted to come here to investigate his father's death.
I don't know.
I feel like this is like the worst timeline of the Peanuts
yeah.
teacher voice.
This is like the logical, like in time, humans in the Peanut universe evolve, so their voice is just trumpeted more and more. Like this is the origin. He's like the Promethean Peanut.
This is
like, adult.
If a Peanuts character never stops aging, this is what they eventually become.
Yeah.
So this is basically the Peanuts Cthulhu. Okay.
Oh, no.
Look, why was them alive? I didn't know that there was no way I'd be able to stop him.
I looked into the void and the void gargled mayonnaise back.
Something else came to light to the trial the other day, actually.
Oh, what?
Well, having disappeared in Hong Kong and been missing for almost a year, Kazuma's since turned up here in London, working as the apprentice of Lord Van Zeeks.
What? What? That's news to me.
Just to him, not to Jujin, just to Shishiro.
Lord Strongheart's telegram neglected to mention that part then.
I mean, he is an eldritch being that's all-knowing.
As you know, we both knew Kazuma had died in the steamship during our voyage to Great Britain and Japan in January.
To
Great Britain and
Of the
Japan.
year has to be Japan. It's such a beautiful time of year.
I love the cherry blossoms.
The cherry blossoms in Japan are great. It's an accurate statement.
But he didn't die. He's alive. As you knew, didn't you, father?
Actually, no. What we did know is that when the ship docked in Hong Kong, he was first vanished. We had sent a team of investigators to Hong Kong to try to ascertain what had happened, but to no avail. Look, he's still alive. He's how long that just like.
God, every so often I just can't straight face. I have to like not think about what I'm doing to properly even do
you have
this.
to like disassociate to be able to read the lines.
Like, it's a good thing I played this trial so recently, because otherwise, like, all these lines, I'm mostly trying to just disassociate and not pay attention to what they're saying.
Like, is this the voice you give them yourself when you're playing?
Well, most of this case I actually didn't do out loud other than when I was testing new characters.
Mm.
But at the start of the case I was trying to, and when I was like, oh shit, I'm voicing Mikatova again, I did do a bit of a practice of how did I do this voice again. So I did do this a bit to myself.
It's rough.
And after a few lines, I was just like, there's no way this is gonna sound good no matter what. So I'm not gonna practice it.
It can't get good. Oh, that's such a mood. Oh, I love it. I love it.
It's not even the same voice, Shady. I mean, it is basically.
That statement alone is like flip the entire character on me. That's such a powerful mood. It's like, yeah, I knew it was gonna be shit, but oh well.
I committed.
Oh, I never dared even swing it. Why on earth did the young man not make contact? The government and the police have been tracing clues fruitlessly for months now.
Well, it seemed that he was suffering from amnesia.
What? Amnesia?
When we first came across him again here in London, he didn't know who either of us were. He only recognized his memory 8 days ago. Recognized his memory? He only regained his memory 8 days ago.
Also, I must say, it's weird that he continued cutting his own hair in that style.
Why not? That was like just intrinsic. That was deeper than.
He's just like, oh, I mean, if this is the hair I had before I lost my memories, I must have liked it. It's just weird.
This is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
At some point, I also just feel like I'm just doing a Banjo-Kazooie voice.
Oh my god, that sounded like a Banjo-Kazooie. Like it sounded like a voice, like a machine made that sound. Like it didn't even sound like it came out of a human mouth.
That's my secret. I have no human mouths.
Ah!
I just want to get through the scene. It's like half an hour.
Just do it. Just do it. I believe in you.
I wonder how Kazuma's been these past few days. Would it be wrong of us to go and visit him? No! No! I thought we were done.
Go visit him. Go visit him.
No, we can't yet.
It began 16 years ago now. It's a distant memory, really. It was Eugen here, Jensen Asogi, and myself. We were the original three. The first judicial scholars from Japan to travel overseas to study. Ocean lasers were not what they are today, I can tell you.
16 years ago, things were tough for their generation.
I didn't even hear what.
Okay, boomers.
Okay.
Father was an exceptionally fine medical student at UA University at the time, you know, young lady.
Yes, grandmother told me.
He was to research at a great London hospital to study autopsy, practically unheard of in Japan.
Yes, it wasn't every place. Sandwich between boxes Mayo sandwich.
That was mayo sandwich.
Mayo sandwich. I heard.
Hey, Dragon. I'm so sorry that you came in at this point. How are you doing?
Oh, hi, Dragon. You picked a very poor place to come back.
Good number of talks of graves.
Very often, there's no one willing to deal with bodies following autopsy work.
Something of anyone who rushes to the graveyards in Pleasant.
Not my cup of tea at all.
Do you remember that Scott's prison novel? Hello,
Yes, but then, of course, in our 6th year here, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. When Johnson was arrested for a series of most gruesome murders.
I simply couldn't believe it. I wrote him out for years.
And you said doing good is tough for you to make these on time these days, but always proud to be around. No worries, Dragon. You're not obligated to be here, and I appreciate every time you are.
Mm-hmm.
And Shady said, "What life choices have I made that I can reverse so I can avoid this?" It's too late. We're already locked into this timeline, Shady. But there are pretty much any choice you made in life. If you made it differently, it wouldn't have led to this future.
Yeah, but
so this is really your fault. You had the power to save us.
Yes, I was a witness at the secret hearing, and I tried to speak in his defense, but...
I'm doing okay, Dragon, thank you.
You went a little too far when you were facing charges yourself, didn't you?
Well, suffice to say that after that trial, we were sent back to Japan.
There's nothing more you can do to save Johnson. Lost God's family.
Shady, no, don't Windabank.
What is he trying to? He's trying to summon the
He
spirit.
says he needs to correct this. Where's my gun?
Let's do this now.
Oh, please.
Yes, I'd like to get this trunk out to my room as soon as possible.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have held you up here for so long.
He's talking about Eugen's booty.
The Dragon Case 3 was a trip, yeah. It did have some cool twists.
I'll call for the porter then. Just wait here.
Suzato-san's gone off at a run. She must not want to hear Father's voice anymore. Yes, of course. Must be a big responsibility representing our entire country. Wish you the best of luck.
I feel
At
like
this
you're not even
point-
trying to enunciate at this point.
I mean, I was about to say at this point, what if I screw up any what I could consider enunciation? I just kind of like, I'm not even going to try to re-say it because it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh no, I threw in an extra syllable. It's. Is anyone really going to notice?
That's not even a word! You didn't even say a word! You just like cleared your throat.
Oh, don't kill me right now. Oh my god. I need to finish.
We're so close. We're so close. You got it.
We're almost free.
I am sorry. Keep looking out for it. Obviously.
Oh no. I mean, he was looking after her. It's her looking after me.
Well, I do see what I'm doing so far. After all.
Yeah, Dragon, this is sort of how I voiced him. It's really hard to remember, and I voiced him so shortly that, like, I didn't have to enunciate much.
I can guarantee you that this is not the direction I had when I voiced him.
Oh yeah, no, I wish I could go with that, but I gotta stay true to what I committed to.
You gotta commit. Yeah, I don't blame you. I respect you for it.
When a miserable father to us has thoroughly left us down.
It was like Rough McGruff before. This is torture. That's what Shady said.
What'd he say?
It was like Rough McGruff before. This is torture. You commit abort. I'm too deep. I'm too deep. Sorry. What do you mean?
We had no kids apologizing.
Well, it was 16 years ago that I started my study tour here in Britain, as you know. The very year since I was born.
Yes, I heard.
The birth of my son.
You're almost done. You're almost done. Please.
I don't know why I'm drawing. Like I could just do it in the throes of laughter. It's not much different.
The birth of my father was I lost it.
I'm trying. No, Dragon, don't go.
Sadly, it was accompanied by the most positive left too. Clyde developed the speech impediment.
What?
I developed the speech impediment. It's canon now.
Oh no.
Oh yes, Suzato-san hinted at something like that. It's just the effort of childbirth for him was too much.
I mean, yeah. Say Shira's the dad and he's a mom.
It was a rather turbulent time at home.
And Genshin is the third parent.
Yeah, in their alien species, it's a 3-gendered
The
reproduction
alien
cycle.
species of the Nipponese.
No, no!
Some part of the details. The point is, I became rather less dependable than the subsequent man. I was then not to feel after the opportunity to stay here in Great Britain. I was too worried about you to leave you behind, so perhaps I was a little heavy-handed when it came to persuading you to accompany me to London. So that's what happened in that cell. And that's also the reason why I feel compelled to give my daughters my opportunities like that. But the world does not readily afford downloading these things, I must say.
I completely understand, Professor.
Well, one more thing, For my lethal balls, I have a favor to ask of you.
Oh, really? Of course. What can I do for you?
Well, the thing is,
I'm sorry I took so long.
You should be Susato! Miss Susato!
Now then, allow us to take your bags.
Oh god, was this me? This was me, right?
Yeah.
God,
Allow me to take your bags.
I don't think that was it at all, but...
one moment, please, Portal.
I mean, at this point, I don't risk trying to correct you, because you never know.
Of course, sir.
Just a good old screech.
Well, let's see on the next. It's a camera, I believe.
Quite right, sir. There's 5 ceilings for a lovely photograph to commemorate a wonderful stay at the hotel, sir.
Well, I think given that case, we can justify the expense.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, this random cameo from an earlier case to remember, yeah. I don't know how he lived to that age with barely a semblance of a manner of speech. What do you think?
I say Ryunosuke changed just for the picture.
I'd like to thank you for coming with me, Miss Naruto. It really made my father very happy, I think.
Oh, well, I'm pleased then. But we were interrupted before. Professor Mikotoba was about to ask me something.
Shall we return to Baker Street, then? I expect Iris will have some delicious tea waiting for us.
Yes, let's go. If I'm getting more and more anxious about Kazuma, though.
I mean, if it's been a couple months since I've seen my parents, I would probably want to hang out with them for a little bit.
She only could take his speech for so long.
It's like, oh, the sooner we get out of here, the better.
I'm just worried that I'm gonna start talking like him soon.
Oh, don't worry. Oh, no!
Perhaps I'll try to meet with Lord Strongheart later and ask him ask after him. I just saw ask him, and I was like, it's not ask him.
Ask him.
Okay, where are we going?
Lord Chief Justice.
Lord Chief Justice?
Yeah, let's work our way up.
Bottom to top, just like Japanese.
Bottom to top, just like Japanese.